365 Sports.
4 of the 6 games this past weekend. Here's what happened. The team that trailed with 2 minutes left in the game ended up winning the game. That's how crazy and close this weekend was. How crazy.
Love the playoffs. Love it.
Yeah.
Although I love the NFL playoffs, I'm a lot more excited for Monday, but
Understandable. We'll get to that coming up. Our preview episode's gonna have a special guest, and it's gonna drop Monday morning. But for now, let's talk about the NFL playoffs. I am Kevin. He is my son Liam. We're the Unstable Blues. Happy to present 365 Sports Indiana as part of the 365 Sports Network, which I mentioned there's going to be a change coming.
welcome back. This episode, we will give you our picks on the divisional round, as it is no longer the pick 6, but the pick 4. Last week, we created some controversy over a few games. What are we going to say now? Let's go all in and find out.
Yes, you can follow us on TikTok and Instagram at 365 Sports Indiana. And don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. You're going to want to do that soon because there's going to be a change. Like I mentioned, we are switching from 365 Sports into back to all Indiana sports. It's going to be great. But remind everybody how they can participate in this, Liam.
As always, we want you guys to be part of this. Comment your picks for Thursday Night Football. Not Thursday night. What is it?
Saturday.
Comment your picks for Saturday. If you get them all right, we'll shout you out on next week's Pick 6. So, yeah.
Yes, but we have to take a look at last week's picks first. We both had the Rams over the Panthers, and that happened.
Yep, barely, but it happened.
Mm-hmm.
Then we both had the Bears over the Packers, and what a comeback that was.
Yes, and then I had the Jaguars.
And I had the Bills.
And the Bills pulled it out. Well done. Made up a game on me. And then we both had the Niners over the Eagles. And that happened because even though the Eagles fans were not happy with you telling their team that they were lucky all season. They, of course, Philly fans, a lot of passion, we'll say, but yeah, they were wrong, we were right.
Yep, Niners ended up getting that, and then we both had the Patriots over the Chargers, and that happened pretty handily.
And then we both picked the Steelers over Houston, but Houston was able to put old man Rodgers out to sleep, and so Joi Baby Sleep Sacks can help you put your little one to sleep. Click the link in the description for more on that. That puts me with 66-54 for my record.
Yep, I am 65-55, one game back from you. It's all about that mental training, kind of doing your research, stuff like that. Speaking of which, Hounds, healthy dog treats can help you train your dogs, just like we do at Country Mountain Dogs. Click the link in the description for more.
All right, now it's time for this week's game. So,
yes.
Do you want to start or do you want me to? This is the part. You're behind, so you get to pick if you want me to go first.
I have the teams I'm going with. I've talked to people about it. I have the teams I'm going with. First game, Buffalo in Denver playing the Broncos.
This is a rematch game from last season, just a switch of location, and I think it's really funny that even though Patrick Mahomes is not there, Josh Allen still has to go through the AFC West as number 1 seed.
Yep.
Cracks me up. And I think that he loses again to the AFC West because he just had 2 receivers go out in the same exact week with the same ACL injury. And so they're just decimated. I mean, they were looking thin to begin with. And so I think if you give Sean Payton and Bo Nix that week, unlike what happens in college football, I think that the Broncos are improved from last season, so they're going to take this one. What do you think?
See, I'm torn. I think this is Josh Allen's year to do it.
Yeah.
But you make a good point with the receiver injuries. And, they're going to be locked down. I'm risking it. We're going Bills. I think, yes, the pass game is very big for the Bills, but the pass game is big whenever Josh Allen is able to just play backyard football, essentially. And at that point, it doesn't matter who your receiver is. Like if you trust your receiver to make the throw, you're also giving them a week to kind of prepare without them. But I think the main strength of this Buffalo team is one, their um, their run offense is very, very prominent, and then their pass defense is the best in the league. Um, so if you can limit Bo Nix to not being able to pass, I think that is their main weapon on offense. So I think it actually works out relatively well for the Bills. And like Jacksonville said, home field advantage does not exist in Denver.
Right. And, either way, whoever wins this will have to rebound from either last season or from being down two receivers. Open goal rebounder and goal setup is perfect for your backyard. Click the link in the description for more on that. Now it is the 49ers at the Seahawks, and this would be the second time that these teams are playing in the past 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And the Niners having to overcome not only all of their injuries, but now the loss of Kittle on top of that.
George Kittle's out. They couldn't even beat the Seahawks with Kittle. The Seahawks are going to get it done. It's in Seattle. The 12th man is a very real thing.
I agree with you as well. Incidentally, the last pick, I'm okay either way because the Bills were my preseason Super Bowl pick to win it. So
Yeah.
even if I don't get this pick right, my eventual winner moves on. But
Sure.
I think yes, Kittle is sort of like essentially the straw that broke the camel's back in this instance. I don't think that Kyle Shanahan can pull another rabbit out of the hat after all of that and all of the things that have happened this season. But
Who knows?
who knows? And watch out. We could be wrong. Christian McCaffrey could just go off for whatever he wants to do. Purdy is 4-0 all time in Seattle, for what it's worth.
That's fun. Next game, Houston in New England playing the Patriots.
All right, so I doubted Houston last week. I said they couldn't go into a cold place, and we, as mentioned at the top, we got bombarded for that because they kept saying, well, the Houston went into 20 degrees and beat the Chiefs. I said the Chiefs ain't the Chiefs. And but at the same time, they also brought up how many players on Houston, Nico and Stroud, all played college up north in cold weather. I said, you know what? That's fine. We're from the north too, but once you come south, it settles in quite nicely, and all that cold just kind of melts away, and so it's hard to acclimate back to. Here's the one thing: Houston has this great defense. C.J. Stroud is the second best quarterback on his own team.
Agreed.
They're going to love that one. And then
That's what I've been saying for a long time.
Their defense is incredible, but they are terrible at scrambling quarterbacks. So Drake may use his wheels, and it's gonna be a low scoring game. Plus, I don't not trust Mike Vrabel, but at the same time, D'Amico Ryans. So I doubted Houston last week, and I don't like this, but this is the one time that a Patriots fan that I talked to earlier and a Colts fan can agree on something. But he went Patriots. I have to say Houston. Defense wins championships. What do you think?
I gotta go Patriots here. While yes, they have barely beaten any teams over 500, I still think they are a top-notch team. I don't think there's some pushover team at all. Obviously, they have an MVP candidate on their team who's going to do what he does, and you just got to live with that. And you also have Hunter Henry and Austin Hooper, who are great, great tight ends, and Drake May loves using them. Not to mention, you have one of the offensive rookie of the year candidates in Travion Henderson, who is a great runner, but also a great blocker, which will come up so big against Houston because they love bringing extra pressure.
And he's a really great closer.
Mm-hmm. But I think what will win the game is the turnovers that CJ Stroud produces. Because the Patriots couldn't capitalize, not the Patriots, the Steelers couldn't capitalize on that. The Patriots will be able to do that, even if it's just 3 points. Give me the Patriots.
Oh, this is lovely. That leads us to the last game. It's the Rams for a second year in a row in the divisional round, needing to go into very, very cold weather. It was snowing in Philly last year. It could be snowing or worse, just cold as anything in Chicago this weekend. They have to go play the Bears. Incidentally, little sidestep here. Did you hear what the Indiana legislature just approved?
I did. I did.
You're the first person I've talked to all day that knew this. Of course you did. Fill us in.
I don't remember exactly what it was. I saw like a quick little thing about it. It was they confirmed to practice at their facilities, right? Something like that.
Well, they have a plan. They've kind of have an initial plan to allow funding for building a stadium in the northwest area of Indiana, still considered within the Chicagoland area. We've lived there. You understand that it's a whole bunch of small towns. It's not just Chicago. Chicago's pretty small, but all that. And initially, the Bears were thinking about moving out west. Well, it's just as close to go down to, Munster or Gary or some of these other places in Indiana, and it's cheaper to do a lot of things in Indiana than it is in Chicago or Illinois, different tax breaks and things like that. So the initial thought is Indiana fronts the money, builds the stadium, the Bears pay it back with no interest. And once it's paid back, the Bears own the stadium and they make all revenue after that. So they're trying to lure.
I'll have it. That will be my second team then.
Right. And Gary hasn't seen anything great since Michael Jackson left, so they need something.
Yeah. Another quick side note, I saw something. I don't know if it's just rumors or someone like concept art or whatever, but I saw something that apparently they're trying to upgrade Lucas Oil Stadium. Making a $3.7 million stadium, and I was like, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. I did see some concept art for a new stadium for the Commandos. I did see that, and it looks very DC-ish. I don't know if that is true or not. But back to the game. Rams at Bears. Who do you got?
Soldier Field is a dangerous place to play whenever the Bears are good. And the Bears are good. Ben Johnson is an amazing coach. But you have the potential MVP on the other side of the ball.
Yep.
But he's not been playing well. This Bears defense is dangerous. The offense is even more dangerous. Give me the Bears. Never in a million years would I thought I would say that.
The Rams have what will probably be the MVP. They have the potential offensive player of the year in Puka Nacua. Stafford has all of his weapons back, all these great tight ends, these deep cut draft picks that the Rams are famous for, getting in the 4th, 5th round and just being outstanding starters for them. But this Bears team all year has said, you know what? I don't care. I don't care if we're down by however many in the 4th quarter. We just keep chiseling away and we're going to find a way. No, like the Bears don't know that what they don't know, and they just don't care, and that's the way they play, and so that serves them really well at home in that weather that they're used to, and LA is not. So bear down all the way.
The crazy thing about it is I can't say I think the pass game for the Rams is better. I would venture to say the run game's better too. The defenses are pretty close. I can't say for sure that the Bears are better on a single side of the ball, but they just find ways to win, and that is just Ben Johnson for you.
Right. It is crazy. Well, one more
Yes.
time, Tom.
We want you to be a part of this, guys. Comment your picks before the first playoff game on Saturday, and if you get them all right, we'll shout you out on next week's Pick 6 or
Yes,
Pick 2, whatever it is.
It is the pick 2 next week. That's all that we have for this week. We'll be back next week with our preview and recap of the college football national championship between IU and Miami. I told you we're going to have a special guest that holds a special place in our heart. We lived in South Florida for a little bit. We'll also have our candy stripe clear out with IU basketball. Keep the pace, look at the Pacers week, and, all of the things that go on, including our preview, as we mentioned, of the conference championships next week in the NFL.
Yeah, well, this is Liam.
And this is Kevin.
Reminding you to stay 365 Sports Indiana.
365 Sports